Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great day today, folks. It is a beautiful day. We have a lot happening here today on Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, Monday through Friday at noon, folks. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, and mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show, whether you're watching it on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, the Mo Carraro Facebook page, LinkedIn, YouTube, Ocean's Pit Facebook page, or Twitter, all at the same time. You're coming live 5 days a week, folks. We always have guests Wednesdays and Fridays, Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino, and, of course, Thursday, my lovely wife, Laura Ocean. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. We have two great guests, Ron Onesti. Mr. Onesti will be starting off the hour, folks. Big announcement. And I'm so happy that he joined us. He's been on the show many times. And, of course, then we have our good friend, Vicky, from Forget About It Vineyard and Winery, which is a big Rat Pack show coming up October 5th. So, without any further ado, it's show. Thank you, Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven, for that great intro. Guys, it's a beautiful day. It is Thursday, September 26th. Boy, the leaves are falling. The weather is beautiful, and we're having a great day. And I hope you are all having a great day. We really appreciate everybody watching. We get about 1,000 views a day. I can't believe that it's still happening after many years, 4 years now, 5 years that we've been doing this. Anyway, folks, we got a lot going on. And first of all, I want to thank everybody that showed up yesterday to Rosario's in Roselle. Thank you, Chris Vaccaro, Tony Toto. Great job seeing everybody there last night, and it was a lot of fun. Tonight we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry James and Lisa P. That's a 7 o'clock hit. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Jerry James, 8 o'clock. And Saturday, we'll be at Taverna on Division in Melrose Park, voted the #1 outside patio in the suburbs of Chicago for the 4th straight year. That's outside, me and Double T, Tony Toto. All right, so good things here. And before we bring Mr. Onesti up, it's time to do our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona is going better. And they're going to be breaking ground on a brand new one in Elmwood Park off of Harlem Avenue. I'm excited about that, guys. A lot of good things happening. U-Haul rentals at all locations. They have a large fleet of trucks, best prices in town, 3 easy ways to make a reservation. Call the store, walk in, visit U-Haul desk, or go to uhaul.com. Choose one of your Ace stores and your location to make a reservation. They're here for all your moving needs, personal, business, small loads. They have you covered. And take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They program and car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit the helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. It is Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Our first guest along is no stranger to the Chicagoland area, a big supporter of the Italian community. He actually supports a lot of great causes, folks, not just the Italians because he's Italian, but Mr. Ron Onesti. Ronald, how you doing, sir?
Well, you know what? The little show about big things, I'm helping you reframe this thing as a big show.
Big show. We got a really big show.
A big show about little things.
Little things.
Here I am.
Yeah, thank you for being here, buddy, and I appreciate it very much. We love what you do. You've been doing it for so long. I think we talked about it briefly when you started. It's got to be over 40 years you've been doing this. I mean, I think you started when you were like in 6th grade doing your first show, whatever. Jim Early is in the house from A La Carte Entertainment. Helen Tenuta.
Hey.
Jim.
Jimmy, how you doing, everybody? We have Santa Barbara, California. We have Iowa in the house. Ohio. Ricky's in the house. Jill, Indiana, Arizona, our good friends from New Jersey. Hello, Iowa. Woo! I love Iowa. Youngstown. Gotta love it over there. All right. So, Ron, you made an announcement yesterday, and it's something that happens every year in October. A great event for the Italian community of Columbus Day, of course. And the parade this year will be a 72nd year at the Columbus Day Parade, which will be happening Monday, October 14th. Ronnie, real fast, how did you get involved with that?
Well, I started, again, everything we do, we started in our humble beginnings. I started with the Joint Civic Committee of Italian Americans. I was 18, I think, and became president of their young adults group for about 10 years, and always involved in the parade. And so I was involved with the old school people, and then
old school people. What does that mean?
Old school people.
Old school. Oh, okay. There you go.
All the cigar chomping politicians.
Hey, you, come over here. Bring me some coffee.
Some things haven't changed.
Sound like every one of them.
Yes.
So I've been doing it for a long time, and then I became president of Joint Civic 4 years ago, and we've been trying to revamp the organization, which it's going very, very well. We're up to over 50 organization members, and doing a lot of great things all over the world. Actually, a lot with Italy itself, creating and fostering relationships around the country with other states and cities who are going through some of the same challenges we're going through, and of course, trying to just keep our Chicago Italian American community alive as well.
Ronnie, why do you? I know every nationality has its, ups and downs and protesters and here and there. Why do you think they hit the Italian so hard, or is it just we're biased because we're Italian?
I think it's a couple things. I think part of it is, well, number one, we're a very proud ethnic group. Not that other ones aren't. I'm just saying specifically about us. And the people that came before us are very proud. So, when we first came here, you look at 1865, slavery is abolished, but that doesn't mean the cotton fields went away or any other things they did. So they needed someone to fill in those gaps. So they brought many people from Europe, from Italy, specifically Sicilians, because they were dark skinned and had kinky hair, kind of the same way as the African slaves did at the time. So, when they started coming, bringing Italians to America, they were brought in under the premise of being very, very low on the totem pole with regards to humanity. And we were able to pull ourselves out of the sludge. And now, Italians, and now, or then, around the turn of the century, business people, A.P. Giannini started the Bank of America. Meucci invented the telephone a year before Alexander Graham Bell. It goes on and on and on. And we became a proud community, and we focused on the positive and really didn't dwell on the negative. So, it's something that we never really worried about. And even throughout the stereotypes in media and everything, they would always go, WAP, the dogs would talk about us, like yours is. They're barking at us. We're an ethnic group that's constantly being barked at, but it doesn't bother us. And that's the thing. We just let it roll off our backs. We got called Dagos and WAPs, but we know who we are. And for so long we were complacent about it, but now it's gotten to a point where we have to speak up.
Ron, but it doesn't seem like it was so hard until the new regime came in, right? I mean, it looks like before we had no problem with Columbus Day or any nationality. They had their special day, Polish Day or German Day, whatever it is. Why do you think? I mean, it was just new with the old mayor came in and started all this stuff, and it doesn't make any sense. Why can't we have our day just like everybody else can?
Well, you got to understand, this is a national situation. It's not just Lightfoot, came up with it. I mean, it was going on around the country. And unfortunately, Columbus became a scapegoat and represented things that were supposedly bad. They needed a scapegoat, and they weren't going to be they weren't involved with the Civil War people at the time, those concerns, and George Washington, let's rip down Abraham Lincoln, all that stuff. Columbus became the scapegoat. Once that happened, that's when the Italians again realized that we really didn't have the leverage. Like in Chicago, for example, we could say, well, let's do signatures, let's do petitions. Well, how many Chicago Italian Americans actually live in Chicago? There are definitely groups, Bridgeport, Armour Square. I mean, there's some that are definitely, and still there's some Taylor Street people, and there's
Right.
still some. But as far as big numbers, that's a challenge. So our leverage really wasn't there.
Mhm.
Makes a lot of sense. We're talking about the Columbus Day Parade. It's going to happen October 14th. Ron,
Yes.
you've had, I'm excited about that, and I'm proud to be having my own float. Thank you, Ron, for putting that
Man,
together
I'll tell
for
you,
me
having you
2
there,
years ago.
it's a big deal to have you there. You're definitely a celebrity, and people follow you, and people love to see. I was watching you last year on the float, and people were like just screaming your name and singing along with you. It's
My mother has a sore throat from that day. I remember.
yes, it was just your mom.
That's my mom, but she had
Laura
a
turned her face.
megaphone, big megaphone.
Laura was getting Starbucks at the time. She couldn't care less. So
Yeah, she
Right, here's
couldn't
me.
care.
Hey, what's going on
Yeah.
here? Oh, he's
Yeah.
where?
Now
it was,
you've had mastered, you had different people that you honored, and this year, why don't you tell the people if they don't know already who's going to be the
Well,
Grand
yeah, we
Poobah,
had the announcement.
Grand Marshal?
we
Go ahead.
wanted to unleash the announcement on your show. That's why we scheduled this. But he called and said, you know what, I'm going to start talking about it because he's excited about it. So, the main parade marshal, the Grand Marshal of the parade, who he said he's been asked by New York, Los Angeles, New Orleans for years and years and years, never would do it. He said, but we have a very close relationship. He's my Uncle Paul, and that is Paul Anka will be our Grand Marshal this year. And which is very exciting. Oh my gosh. But here's the thing. He got excited about it. I was in tears when he called. This is 2 days ago. He calls me back 10 minutes later. He said, are you going to have speaking, like microphones and speakers? He said, yeah. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh no, this can't be happening right now. He's actually thinking about singing at the parade. Are you kidding me? And he said, here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to rewrite my way to reflect the Columbus Day Parade and Columbus stuff. And I want to sing it at the opening ceremonies on State and Wacker just for the parade on TV. I'm like, this is not happening right now.
Mind-blowing, yeah.
Mind blowing. It's a great event, and that's the great news, folks. Paul Anka will be the man.
Yes.
Ron, have you had other celebrities in the past that did this particular?
Not like this. I mean, Joe Mantegna, we talk every year, and every year he's stuck in filming at this time, and he's like, so he's going to be doing it. Tony Danza, I've talked to many times, his schedule, like we might get him for the Sports Hall of Fame Gala, but who's actually done it? It's really just been, celebrities like the Buckinghams, the Ides of March. Jim Peterick did it last year. Danny Serafin of Chicago did it. But actual people at the level you're talking about, Paul Anka, it's never happened. And I've been trying for a lot of years, but the past few years, it's not just the Columbus thing. It's the Frankie Avalon was supposed to, but he's like, then he called me. Actually, he didn't call me. He texted me with a news thing about how the shootings in Chicago, he goes, I can't come. So, people around the country think Chicago is a complete war zone, and it's not the geographical regional war zone that it really is. So it's been tough. And I had Avalon last year ready and just canceled. I just can't do it. But this happened. And we also have, if you are an AGT, America's Got Talent fan, you remember Sal Valentinetti, the voice, the guy who got the golden buzzer, doing Ironically My Way. He's going to be also a Grand Marshal of the parade this year. And then also last year in the sports world, if you saw DeVito, who was the quarterback for the Giants, it was doing this. The quarterback.
Yes, that's right. Yes, right. That's right.
The super agent that made him what he is with the hat, Sean Stellato.
Right.
He's also going to be as a Grand Marshal. So we have 3 Grand Marshals. Big day. It's going to be incredible. On Saturday night, just before his concert, I'll be awarding Frankie Valli the Columbus Medal of Honor before his show. So that's happening on Saturday. And then also in the parade, what we're trying to do is bridge the gaps and try to create relationships. So I actually have 40 Native Americans coming from New Mexico, representing 5 of the major tribes, the Navajo, the Apache. I mean, and really talking to people and bridging the gap between us with regards to, they're supporting us. They say the Italians are going through what the Native Americans have gone through, all that negativity and all the challenges faced. We go through the same thing, and you learn certain things. Like we talk about I'm saying, well, Indigenous Peoples Day, and they're trying to do that. And they said, you know what? We're not happy about Indigenous people situation. They said, they say Indigenous people, that lumps us together with Spaniards and Haitians and other people. We are Native American. And every time people say Indigenous, it's diluting us, and we're not happy about that. I'm like, wow, there's a revelation.
Yeah.
And they also said the people that are worried about Columbus are really the radicals in our community that are really pushing for that. The people in our community that really care, and these are Native American speaking, are the ones who are worried about land displacement, economic development. There's drug problems. There's education problems on the reservations. They said, we don't care about some guy who lived 600 years ago.
Right.
And as far as changing the names of sports teams, matter of fact, they want to make a presentation to the Blackhawks, letting them know they support it. Why not? So, it's a perspective that needs to be put out there, and we'll be doing that at the Columbus Day Parade.
That's going to be great, folks. It is going to be October 14th between State and Wacker. Ron, what TV? There's mostly a bunch of channels that will be covering it this year. Do you know which one it will be?
Well, ABC7 is always the one that broadcasts live. It'll be live noon on October 14th. Then there'll be rebroadcast. It'll be available online, and we're very, very excited. Other celebrities be showing up. Other Chicago entertainers will definitely be on. Nick Pontarelli and Daniela Crocco and John Anthony, and a few others are definitely going to be on there. So we're very
Nick and Phyllis, who are watching right now from Greece. They're from Greece.
I was going to spend a little time on them, because I tell you, what Nick does on the float there. I think he's been on the Greco float the past couple of years, but this whole Piano Man situation. I mean, the guy brings the whole band. Yeah, that he never half-asses anything. And again, you look at the people that we have in this parade. It's nobody does it the way we do it. I've been to almost all of them. I mean, really, it goes back to the quality of entertainers we have here in the Chicago area.
And the supportive people that come out and support not only the Tony Ocean show 5 nights a week, but then you see the people that are coming to the Arcata Theater and the Speakeasy and the Des Plaines Theater. They come and they see the shows. They get a great meal. They have a great night out. It takes them away from all the shit that's going on right now and makes them feel happy for like 2 hours or whatever it is. Bring them back some better times. Now, we're talking about Paul Anka. He's going to be at the Arcata Theater and the Des Plaines Theater, right? October 14th through the 16th, correct?
Well, yeah, and that's he's being so wonderful being in the parade, but believe me, it took some strategy here. So he's actually ironically going to be doing a show in Chicago, actually in Des Plaines on October 14th. That night will be at the Des Plaines Theater.
Okay, so after the parade, I got it.
And then on Wednesday he'll be at the St. Charles Arcata Theater. So come, and I'll tell you what, if you've never seen a Paul Anka show live, spectacular. He's dancing in the crowds, walking on chairs, doing all the hits, and he sounds incredible. I mean, you really gotta check this out.
And a lot of people just don't realize how many great songs he written through the years as a solo artist. But he's written a lot of songs for other people. Let Me Try Again for Frank Sinatra, along with My Way, obviously. She's a Lady for Tom Jones. I mean, he did the Kodak commercial. He did a lot of stuff.
Lives Your Life. He did Johnny Carson's opening number.
That's Paul Anka, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely.
Wow.
Armenian boy from Canada, which is very, very cool.
And I believe he's Lebanese.
Lebanese. That's it. Lebanese. And we have another big celebrity that you're going to announce that's going to be happening, also coming to town in Chicago on October 9th and 10th. We're talking about Mr. Las Vegas himself, Wayne Newton.
Oh, for real?
Boy, Ron, it's going to be his songs and stories. Is that what that's going to be like?
Yeah, he does. He's got the band, and it's just, again, we got to take a moment and think about the people that we're losing, and it happens every day. And Wayne Newton is about as legendary as they get. So to see him live is something you really, really need to do. We've got Engelbert Humperdinck coming. We've got all these people. I mean Frankie Valli. Look at him. What is he, like 93? It's just unbelievable what's happening here.
What do you see? With all the people you got coming, and you were just speaking about ages and stuff. What do you see coming around in 10 years?
That's the thing. That's the point. I don't have any magic answer here. I mean, the point here is that these are the legends that we were fortunate enough to experience live situation when they're around, or even not the live, just them, on TV or in the movies or whatever it is. These people are going to be gone. I mean, you look at the era of the Don Rickles, George Burns, Judy Garland, Clark Gable, but Humphrey Bogart. That's an era that's all gone. So now we have these people in our music. Who are we going to have? That's why it's so important. Go see live music while they're still live.
You got a good point, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Onesti here, ladies and gentlemen, the Arcata Theater, Onesti Entertainment. For any shows, go to oshows.com and get your tickets, folks. Don't forget Columbus Day Parade. We're excited about that on Monday, October 14th. Ron, I know you're busy. We'll leave you with one last question. Is there any one person on the bucket list that you haven't got yet? Working on it. Maybe we'll be here any luck.
It's going to happen. I don't know if we got to wheel them in at the time, but I mean, I've worked with them, but having them at at one of our places, Tom Jones is probably at my at the top there. He
still sounds good for his age. He sings probably better than probably better than everybody else that's out there right now. He still has.
Oh yeah. No, he's tremendous, and he still sounds great, looks great. And there's a couple of them. I mean, REO Speedwagon just broke up. There's another one.
Yeah.
So there's another one. I mean, Kevin Cronin will probably go out on his own. He's definitely will. But this is why you got to see these bands, and they'll be you'll have Splinters. You'll have super groups like Ringo Starr did, where you have the drummer of this and the singer of that, and the guitarist of this and the bassist of that.
Which is actually a great idea. Ringo coming up with that idea and bringing stars from different bands. What a concept of 2-hour show, and you get everybody doing their hits. Yeah. It's like having your own jukebox in your own car. You know what I mean? Or your own.
That's going from something. That's going from something that's cool and unique to something that's necessary now. So one thing about the parade too, I failed to mention that the biggest complaint, and not complaint, concern about is going downtown, parking, that kind of thing. There's plenty of parking right there. It's all safe, not a problem. We had not one protester the last 2 years, no issues. A lot of kids down there. It's beautiful. We're the only parade in Chicago that actually goes down State Street in front of the Chicago Theater. Just an amazing experience. And if you don't want to drive, we have buses leaving from Casa Italia in Stone Park.
$25, I think. $25 they can get on the bus.
$20, and it's on Harlem Avenue too, by the new Hall of Fame by Gino's Piazza Italia over there as well. So we have buses leaving either at 7:30 in the morning to go to the mass at 9 or at 10 just to go to the parade. So go to the JCCIA's website, jccia.com, and you can see all the different ways of getting to the parade and avoiding parking and traffic.
Yeah, I've been involved with that parade for many years, like 3 years as Tony Ocean, but we were on the Gulo float for many years, and I've never seen any problems. Everybody's always having a good time. And after the parade, everybody's down at the Casa Italiano over there, and they do a great spread. It is a lot of fun. Ron Onesti, I want to thank you for your time. I know you're busy, my friend. Thank you for always supporting the Italian community, and thank you for being our friends and keep bringing the music that we need in this world more than ever. And all the bullshit that we went through in 2020 and everything we're going through now, one thing that makes us all smile is music. And that's
music and meatballs.
Meatballs.
Music. I love it.
Thank you, Mr. Ron Onesti,
great
everybody.
Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
Shows.com for all shows. Thank you, Mr. Ron Onesti. You got to love him, everybody. Thank you, Ron. Ron Onesti, everybody.
He's so wonderful. Could you please open the door? The poor dog. I don't know if you guys were being disrupted with hearing the scratching and the barking. I'm like,
no, we bark again.
All right, great information that is.
That is great information, folks. And another thing we're going to say now, too, folks, ladies and gentlemen, besides, at the end of the hour, of course, we had Ron Onesti. If you're just tuning in, October 14th is the Columbus Day Parade. We'll have our own float, the Tony Ocean float, brought to you by Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair, brought to you by Deutz Power System, I'm sorry, I'm losing it.
Yes, you are.
Postatanos and Armando Supermarkets. Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi will be on the float with Jerry Jams performing. So we're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, everybody.
It's always a great time down there. If you have this day off and want to come down and join us. It's a lot of fun.
Also, folks, by the end of the hour, we're going to give away 2 free tickets. 2 free tickets to Rockin' St. Jude's on November 24th at the Arcada Theater. We're going to give you a trivia question, and you're going to answer it, and you can join us that night. It's going to be Sunday, November 24th at the Arcada Theater. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Heartbreaker, Diva Montel and her sister doing a tribute to, of course, Heart and Pat Benatar. Also, Ocean's Rat Pack will be there swinging. Nick Sahajas, the piano man, tribute to Billy Joel and Elton John. And American English, probably the #1 Beatle tribute band ever. All of us, all 4 entertainers, 4 groups there performing at Rockin' St. Jude's on the 24th of November. All right, we got a big another guest coming up in 2 seconds. We're going to have a couple more sponsors here. Let's get right to our good friend Mary Grievous. Oh, Mary Grievous, buying and selling in the Chicagoland area, the perfect real estate professional. Whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, give her a call today. Available to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, expired listings.
You want to reach out to Mary at 630-688-1725.
Berkshire Hathaway. And if you're talking about Mary Grievous, folks,
we're going to talk about the
Chicago Music Cruise. That's right, happening, folks. So you want to join us? NTD Vacations does it and does it right. It's going to happen March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. Royal Caribbean, Oasis of the Seas. 8 days, spring break. If you missed the one we did in January, don't miss this one. Fort Lauderdale, Curacao, Aruba, and Coco Key, Bahamas. And the guests just keep happening. Wendy Thompson with a tribute to Marilyn Monroe and Britney Spears. Scott Childers from WLS. Frankie Boom Boom Hollywood Rodriguez from GCI. Mark Odette with Yacht Rock. Mojo's Jukebox, my rock band. How about the Jersey Girls? All 3 of them will be on that ship. Tony Ocean and the main event band, Double T, Tony Toto, Cherry Jams, and Ron Starr. Let's not forget the #1 country band in the city of Chicago, Hillbilly Rock Stars. And who's the ringleaders, honey?
Seventh Heaven.
That's right, all of us. March 22nd to March 30th, 2025, the Royal Caribbean, Oasis of the Seas. Give Mary a call at 630-688-1725 and tell them Tony O sent you. Or go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com and put in Tony Ocean. Go on the ocean with the ocean. All right, folks. So that is, of course, Mr. Ron Onesti. So thank you. But that's just the first part of the show. We have another guest that's with us, folks, and she was on our show before. And we have a big show coming up there next Saturday, October 5th, Ocean's Rat Pack. Bill Saratella as Francis Sinatra, Elliot Winbush as Sammy Davis, yours truly as Dean Martin, Jumpin' Jerry Jams, and Vince Amore as Tony Bennett. It's a dinner and a show at the Forget About It Vineyard Winery. So let's bring up the owner and our good friend, Vicky. Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Laura. How are you?
You
Good, how are
guys,
you?
I tell you, man, it's great to have you back. And I think this is the first time you're meeting, right?
We're meeting for the first
It's
time.
ridiculous. Yes, Laura. It's
It is.
taken way too long.
We've been there 3
It
times.
is
She hasn't been.
ridiculous because I have missed every one of them and it sounds so incredible. So
And I am wondering if you're going to be able to make it based on what I'm doing.
well, yeah, I'm hoping.
Maybe
We'll
I'm-
see. I don't think I'm going to make that one. You heard.
Yeah.
Do you wonder why?
Yeah, right. But
Boy time.
boy time.
You can stay with me, Laura. We can hang
I'll
out.
come by you. We'll party together.
Vicky, camping to her is, the nearest Hyatt.
Here's me.
Yeah,
What is
nearest
this?
Hyatt. What is this?
I can set her up to something
What? No,
beautiful.
hot
Don't
water?
worry.
Yeah. Very cool. Vicky, of course, owners of Forget About It Vineyard Winery in Andover, Illinois, which is about 15 minutes from Galena. We had you on the show before. First, people that are watching for the first time, give us a little bit what to expect when you go to Forget About It, whether you're coming on October 5th or just coming in general.
Absolutely. And first of all, thank you, Tony. Thank you for all the support this last year, the year before that, having you guys come out and having the celebrities come out and pulling in. We appreciate it. I think one of our biggest goals is to be able to continue listening. I was very heartfelt listening to Ron, hearing that's what we want to build out there, and even though it says we say out there, and it'll never be as big as Rano and Esty and Arcata and what he has done for Chicagoland. But that's what we're trying to build. We want a place where entertainment and music can be live, and we can support all the culture. Just that beautiful continuation of the history of music is so important to us out there. Although wine is the most important, don't get me wrong. But
You guys have built your own little niche over there, which you've done a very great job. If you think about it, did you ever think it would last this long when you guys first started it?
I had no idea. My father, so for those who haven't heard of us and don't know anything about us, my father's originally from Taylor and Laughlin, and he's 85 years old. He went out there when he was 62 years old and wanted to grow his vines. He's been making wine his whole life. I thought he was a little crazy. I was living in the high rise downtown Chicago, and I told him I'm not a farmer and we're not going to grow grapes. I don't know what to do. And he said, just watch. This is going to be something that is going to continue for years, for your children, for your children's children. And it's a place that, I promise you, it will be something special. And he's right so far. He's been growing grapes since 2000, making wine, and it's a whole family affair. It's my sister and I, her kids, our husbands, very, very much involved. And then we have a lot of extended family, a lot of wonderful people who come in just to volunteer, people who just want to be a part of, what we have out there. And it's the land, it's the people, it's the community. It's absolutely amazing. We've been open to the public for 11 years. We do about 4 or 5 different events every summer, and you're involved in 2 of them now.
Yeah, that's right.
We have George and Diva come out for the last 11 years, do a show. They just had a phenomenal one last weekend. Always very heartfelt, very emotional. We had Daniela Crocco come out this year. Was amazing.
Danielle's fantastic. Her of course, our good buddy Vince Amore, actually.
He's the one who's brought most of it to
He
us.
bought everything in there. Yeah. What I love about it over there, it's a great atmosphere if you guys ever get a chance to go out there to Forget About It Vineyard and Winery. Just, it's funny. How'd you come up with the name? I think you might remember, but
that's my father, right? You guys all say, "Oh, forget about it." And
love it.
Trying to come up with a name, and sat back one day. My mom said, "Hey, just don't worry about it. Just sit back, relax, and forget about it for a while, and a name will come to you." And he said, "That's it. That's what I'm going to name it. I never want I don't want anybody to ever forget about us."
I love that.
It's very, very cool.
And today we've got 27 different wines on our list. We bring grapes in from California, from Chile. We crush everything. Actually, we probably have the truck coming from California about 5 p.m. today. So we crush those grapes, start, fermenting the process. And it's just a great place. Saturdays, we have live music every Saturday for free, 1:30 to 5. Sit outside with a charcuterie board. We make homemade pizzas now. And a bunch of other little side small plates. And you sit and drink wine and listen to music, and takes all of your other cares away. And we've made so many friends. It's an amazing place for us, but we want to share it with more people. And so when you come to the Rat Pack show, go to forgetaboutit.com and go to our tickets, merch, and buy those tickets up. We are selling fast, and we only have a place for 80 people. So get your tickets soon. If you need a place to stay, it's only a 2.5-hour drive, depending on where you're coming from the Chicagoland area. And it's a beautiful drive once you get about halfway there, after you get off 90. Beautiful rolling hills. The landscape is great, and now's the best time to come because of the changing colors. In Galena. So it will be a beautiful weekend. We have partnered with many of our hotels in the area, the Goldmore, Irish Cottage, Chestnut. They will take one-night stays as long as they have them available. And you mentioned Forget About It, that you're coming to see an event, because they too like to have things to do for their guests, and they want to cross promote and help us bring people in. And I know sometimes it's a challenge, because typically it's a 2-night stay in Galena land area, but they do make those accommodations if they're available. And your show was spectacular last year, and it was hot.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Vicki, it was great last year. It was hot. Boy, was it hot. And I'm going to tell you, those people never left. They didn't leave the show. We were sweating, but they never left that show. And it was fantastic. We're talking about Oceans Rat Pack coming to Forget About It Vineyard and Winery Saturday, October 5th Folks, show's going to start about, everything's going to be there about 6:30. We're going to go on closer to 7:15, something like that. But it's $75 for the dinner, folks. You get pasta, salad, desserts, one free glass of wine.
Vicki, what's your favorite wine that you make?
Oh my gosh, you had to ask me that. It changes periodically. But right now I do like one of our blends. It's called Rosario Private Reserve, and it's a bunch of grapes that we grow on our property. But my other favorite go-to is always our Sangiovese.
Cool.
Very, very cool. And my wife's a wine drinker.
I was just going to say, Laura, if you don't come, I'm going to have to make sure I send some home for you.
Yes, please. I would love to try them.
What kind of wine do you enjoy?
I'm usually a white and a sweet one.
A white?
I usually like white.
This year we made some new labels, so I was just excited.
I
about
like that. Wait a minute. Keep that up a minute.
That's nice. Now, what is that? That's very cool.
It's called A Walk in the Clouds, and it's a grape called Colombard we brought in from California. So it's similar to, the closest I could say is like a Sauvignon Blanc, but maybe not as hearty. And then the label on this one is my two children, my twins, and my puppy. And they're walking a walk in the clouds. So if you remember that movie, Keanu Reeves. And then this was my other. I should have said. I should have said Syrah because that's what I have in front of me. But Syrah is good too. So.
But I love both of your labels there, and the one with your kids. That is priceless.
Yeah, you can't beat that. From Forget About It Vineyard Winery in beautiful Hanover, Illinois, which is about 15 minutes away from Galena. So you can go to the show on Saturday, stay overnight, wake up, and go into town in Galena and enjoy the shops and everything there. What's the price ranges for those types of wines you have? What's a normal price? What's an expense? How does that work?
Anywhere from $19 to, our port style wine, which is Papi's Dolce Vino. That one's, fortified with more alcohol and more sugar. That one's going to be $42. So that's our highest price.
Very reasonably priced. Absolutely.
Yeah. And whoever comes to the Rat Pack show, we will have a special for them. So
it's going to be good, folks.
For sure.
You know what, I like it because it's a family business, like you said, and folks, just the view when you get there, the ambiance, it's just like getting away, and you get some great food and great entertainment, great owners that they have over there. Also, you were telling me something that you have something that for campers. How does that work? What is that called?
Well, we do. So if you do have an RV or a camper, a lot of people are a member for Harvest Host, it's called. And it's maybe $100 a year, and that gives you access on a website to all of these different unique venues, places, locations like lavender fields, breweries, wineries. So you don't have to stay at like those camps, and you get to stay for free as long as you partake and enjoy the wine and the give back a little bit to the community or offer your help. Some people want to bottle wine, pick grapes, whatever they want to do while they're on property. But they wake up and they get to take my beautiful sunrise pictures because I'm not always up that early. So waking up early, they get to take some of those pictures for us. And we've met so many people. I mean, the last person that came through stayed this last weekend, watched the George and Diva show, and from Atlanta. And he said he's been doing Harvest Host forever, and it was one of his best days. We meet people from all over the world. So that's fun too. So if you have a camper, you can stay by us.
Oh, that is awesome. And of course, thank you, my dear. There, don't touch anything. Good. Yeah, there you go, honey. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait, stop touching things. Okay. Okay, we need to get out of that. Sorry. No. All right. We are going to do also, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to also be giving away 2 tickets, not to this show, but coming up on November 24th by the end of the hour for Rockin' St. Jude's. We're giving you a trivia question by the end of the hour.
But I wanted to tell Vicki because a couple people are saying hi to you. Janice saying hi to you.
Yes, Janet.
Carol Doty saying love the winery, and Vicki.
Jerry Jam says hi. Of course, we'll see him on next Saturday.
Hello, Jerry.
We're talking about Forget About It Vineyard and Winery.
He gets nervous driving out there.
Yeah. What do you got coming up for fall specials over there?
A bunch of stuff. We're going to do, in October. Well, it is coming October. I was going to say we're going to do a special buy a bottle, get the second one half off. We've got, all of our logos, our T-shirt logos, our apparel will be on sale. And then we'll have some merchandise sales as well. But mostly we want to get wine in everybody's house so that they can enjoy it over the holidays.
And let people know
Absolutely.
you guys also sell regular beer. You sell beer and alcohol.
We do, yes. And for
Just-
We're not
these-
trying to talk about that.
I'm just saying, some people like,
It's okay. No,
but then,
it's
some
very
people think that's all you sell. They might not want to be there, but you know what? It's good that you know that you have a variety of everything. And we're excited about that.
If you're not a
for
wino,
these events, since you said that, Tony, because I know for these events, we also do open bar. So you'll have mixed drinks available and it'll be cash bar, but mixed drinks, beers, and all of our wines will be available by the glass or by the bottle.
We're excited. That is October
Yeah.
5th, folks. So forget about it. Vineyard Winery. Vicki, what is the address?
The website address or the local address?
Both.
Oh, okay. The website address is forgetaboutit.com. Super easy. And then the address is 4595 Spear Road in Hanover. And you could just call our number 815-561-2126, and I will always answer the phone. And I can give you directions. I can show you how to purchase tickets and any other questions you might have about our facility.
It's going to be great, folks. Saturday, October 5th, Oceans Rat Pack with a tribute to Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis, and Vince Amore doing Tony Bennett. So we don't do that show too often with Vince. There's the third one we've done, but this is the second one we've done at your facility. But it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. $75 gives you the pasta, dinner, salad, dessert, free glass of wine. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's just great. There are lawn seats if you're available. They are $20 for lawn seats, but I would recommend going inside there so you can enjoy all the ambiance that comes along with the Oceans Rat Pack show and the Forget About It Vineyard Winery. Vicki, thank you so much for your time. I know you're a busy lady, and I know you got to unload some wines.
you got some crushing to do
Some
tonight.
crushing.
Got some grapes.
Is there
some
a lot of
some grapes.
purple feet at that house? I'm sure from stepping on those grapes. Anyway, Vicki, thank you so much. Give my best to your family and look forward to seeing you next Saturday at the Forget About It Vineyard Winery, October 5th for Oceans Rat Pack. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank you,
meet
everybody.
you.
Nice to meet you,
Thank
Laura,
you,
in
Vicki.
person soon, okay?
Yes, we will soon. I promise.
Absolutely, we promise. Thank you, Vicki. That's Vicki from Forget About It Vineyard Winery, honey. Boy, what a great,
Oh my
great
gosh,
guest.
I'm aggravated now.
Yeah, well, we can go up there when we're not working either.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
we can go up there,
It sounds fabulous. I would
it-
love to try all those wines and see it. I hear how beautiful it is there too. So
It
that's,
is gorgeous. I don't know what we do. What do we?
I don't know. Just leave it.
Great. Anyway, I want to thank my good buddy also Mike Restivo and Dan Dillon for stopping by yesterday at Rosario's. Of course, Dan Dillon and Mike Restivo from Mojo's Jukebox, and Dan's been a lot of great bands, great drummer, and of course Mike Restivo from Stevie McVie. It was great seeing also Nina and Debbie and Susan and everybody up there, buddy, at Rosario's. Tonight we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook. Now we're going to give away 2 tickets by the end of the hour. First of all, also our prayers to everybody, that hurricane that hit Florida, Hurricane Helene.
Is it still coming through?
Still coming through, folks, in the Cape Coral, Tallahassee, Tampa area. It's getting to the point, 85 miles an hour winds, folks. Also could hit Cancun, Mexico. That's the bad thing about Florida, folks. You all want to get there. You all want to run there because it's so cold here. But every year, you don't know if you're going to have a house. I mean, every year something happens over there, and my God, it's just.
I know you want to. And even they're talking North Dakota, North Carolina and South Carolina, and those are supposed to be such beautiful, nice areas. And that looks like it's in the way there too.
It's crazy. How about
I don't know.
another sponsor, Deutsch Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Call my buddy Sal at Deutsch Power Center. And let's not forget Armando's Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision auto repair needs. Go to crashchampions.com. I want to wish a happy 31-year anniversary to the Fassos. John and his lovely wife, 31 years.
John and Vivian.
God bless you,
How
boy.
wonderful. Happy anniversary.
31 years. Today is National Lobster Day. Ooh,
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. And
That's my favorite.
September 26, 1977 was the last day that Harry Carey sang, "Hey, take me out to everybody. Holy cow. was the last day that he did
Oh,
the
my
7th
God.
inning stretch. Hi, Steve. He was one of the best, and it was the last time he did, hey, take me out to the ball. Anyway, so last time Harry
All right, I
Carey
got to
did
tell
it.
you, since we've met, there's two people that he impersonates that always crack me up. Harry Carey being one of them, and who's the other?
And Fred G. Sanford. Hello, dummies. Esther. Yeah,
So when he
anyway.
does those two, for some reason, it just cracks me up.
But Harry Carey, I remember one thing he said was very funny.
Nelly, if you're watching,
Yes. One funny thing he said, hi, Steve. He would always say hello to the groups. There would be the, hi, Steve, the Mexican midgets from Mundelein here today, Steve. Or the best one, Jews for Christ from Skokie, Illinois. I mean, he would come up with these groups. I don't know if they were actually there or not. And then, he'd misspelled, he'd mispronounced people's last names. I love when he goes, bases are loaded and so am I.
I got to know them all now.
Yeah, they were all great. The great Harry Carey. Never going to have that. And yesterday we celebrated the first night of Monday Night Football when it aired in September 1977 with Howard Cosell. The great Howard Cosell.
Dennis, isn't that weird? Because I know Red Lobsters are closing, and that has always been, and again, it's for your very inexpensive. It's not that inexpensive anymore, but if you just need that lobster right away,
yeah,
that's the place to go for a variety.
For variety. There's Richard.
And there's Nelly. She's watching.
My sister Nelly. How about Richard said, it's the bottom of the 5th, and I'm at the top of the 5th. Yeah, the great Harry Carey. Ronnie B. Guys, we got another big show coming up. Also, 45-year anniversary to one of my favorite TV shows, Me TV, the great Sven Gulli. Richard Gaz, of course, 45 years of horror monsters, Frankenstein, Wolfman. Yeah, she doesn't like any of that stuff.
Here's me.
She watches The Bachelorette and
The
Lifetime.
Golden Bachelor was on last night. I didn't get to watch the Chicago, so I get to watch those tonight.
You're 100. Hang it up. Who wants
I
to
get
go
to
with
watch
those?
all the new Chicagos. They were all season premieres last
It's
night.
the same show, Chicago PD, the same people.
No, it's not.
Listen, it's a 30-pound girl taking on a gang of 12 guys with one gun.
You can do it.
No, you can't. Not in the
Women
city of
are
Chicago.
powerful.
Powerful. Anyway, honey, I'm glad that you're with us today, honey. It's nice to have you here, folks.
Why?
We appreciate
Why
it.
are you glad I'm here, honey?
Why don't you just, because it's nice to have you here.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Got it. What do you got over there?
Well, this is something we have no idea of. Do you realize that your dog gets jealous? It's a pet fact that studies claim that dogs can genuinely get jealous when they see their owner paying affection to another creature.
Oh, that happens all the time.
We experience that very regularly
Zoe's the worst
around here.
Oh, Zoe is the worst. Worst when it comes when you're hugging Bella.
Oh my
or
gosh. Zoe's my emotional support dog, but dang, does she get a little aggressive when the other dogs are around?
You got it. All right, 10 signs of a weak man. Are you ready, honey?
Number 10.
Number 10, not following us. If you reach the top,
Laura?
that's Laura Perez. Hi, Laura. Is that Gillen, Laura? Hi. I thought, are you guys still in Miami? I'm not quite sure if you are.
To Miami.
See you guys for dinner in a couple of weeks, right? Next week or something? Yeah, next Tuesday. All right, number 10, not following us. Number 9, blaming
Wait,
us.
start over. 10 signs of a weak man.
10 signs of a weak man. Number 10, not following us.
I don't get that.
Not me either. Number 9, blaming others for their miserable life.
Okay.
Number 8, lack of discipline to take action. Number 7, get easily influenced by others. Number 6, not able to handle criticism well. Always gossiping about others. Number 5, slaves in their addictions. 4, have a victim mentality. 3, addicted to porn. And number 1, afraid to say no. 10 signs.
All right, you don't have 10 of those.
No, I might have 2.
You might have a couple of them.
The porn
but
part.
not.
But besides that, that's it. That's only one. That's the only one.
That's it. This is as long as it's just one.
This is my good. You guys, gentlemen up there, and maybe wives do it too. But my wife's favorite hobby is getting to bed at 8:30 because she said she's tired. Then scrolls through and grabs her phone and strolls it to the reels until 1 o'clock in the morning. That is my wife.
Oh my gosh! So
that is my.
I
wife.
wear this new. My kids told me to get this so I could track my steps because I'm trying to be a little healthier. So I'm trying to watch my steps. Okay. Well, it also tracks your sleep. Well, last night, 2:10, I'm wide awake. And at 2:10 till 4:30 this morning, I'm scrolling, banking, answering emails. So for those of you who got emails from me at 3:00 in the morning, I was just doing it from my bed. So yeah, I do that all the time, and I don't understand why.
Big wino. Big wino. Drinks a lot of.
I can't sleep at night anymore. I don't understand it.
Oh, it's crazy, folks. Hey, you're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Tony,
Who's there?
Mr. Lipschitz, how you
The
doing,
lips
my
are
friend?
into town.
They're in
the-
town,
in the-
folks. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It's great when you guys get a chance to watch the show. We do really appreciate it. We got some other shows we need to promote. Next Monday, for all you dog lovers out there, you know how much I love Almost Stone Foundation, where I donate to the dogs and I walk the dogs on Tuesdays. We haven't done them in a while because they're building the new facility, which hopefully will be done in a couple months.
Oh my gosh, we passed it yesterday though.
Yes, but
Holy cow! Is
we've
it gonna
got
be nice?
one. It's going to be great. We've got another one coming up next Monday, September 30th. We're going to be at the Tap House Grill in Lamont, Illinois, for the Halfway Home for Dogs. We'll be the MC folks performing, as long as Professor also Daryl Armenstad, Ronnie Setta. I'm sorry, Frankie Setta, Felix Greco, Louis Pipes, Ronnie B. Elvis, Kim Peterson LeFew, Ron Starr, all of us. $10, folks. All the money goes to the dogs. You're going to have some baskets and a split the pot. Also, there'll be dogs for you guys to adopt outside in the patio area. There'll be dogs that you might be able to take a dog home. Halfway home, let's get a dog to bring them all the way home. And that's going to be next Monday, the 30th of September. Also, folks, don't forget, again, we mentioned October 5th, next Saturday, Forget About It Vineyard and Winery with Ocean's Rat Pack. October 13th, we'll be at the Royal Oak Theater in Joliet. Or Joliet.
Is it Joliet or
Joliet?
Joliet?
Depends how you pronounce it, with Ocean's Rat Pack. On the 14th of October, we will be at the Columbus Day Parade, obviously. On the 13th, we'll be at the Tivoli Garden Theater in Downers Grove with Ocean's Rat Pack and our good buddy Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones. That's the 13th of November. And don't forget, this Saturday in the morning, the Columbus Day Bocce Tournament. We're going to be there, folks. Hardcore Italians. The Oceanettes team is ready. Danny Mazzi from Armando Supermarkets, Tony Toto, of course, Joey Spins, and yours truly, sponsored by Ace Hardware. We only make it usually to the second round. Hopefully,
I was going to say they weren't too good in the past, but we'll see what
at
happens this
Casa
year.
Italiano, folks. That's going to be, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That's Saturday. A morning at 8:00 in the morning. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, honey. What do you got on that wonderful
speaking
day?
of our doggies, the studies find that your dog probably doesn't like it when you hug them. Now, I disagree because really,
Zoe's not that great to be hugging. Mia loves to be hugged,
no, but Zoe jumps up on you and literally,
and its picture looks like Zoe.
it does look like Zoe.
Oh, I don't know.
And then my naughty dog pees on my slipper every time I leave and don't take him with me. We've been having a little of that going on too.
Yeah,
The little
it's,
doggies have been doing some potty problems.
Yeah, you guys probably all go through that. How about this? This is the husband. Last night in your sleep, you were using abusive language against me. The wife says, that was your imagination. Husband says, what imagination? The wife says, that I was asleep. Oh, boy. Hey, look at this. For you gentlemen with beards, honey. Studies show men with beards are considered less trustworthy than men without beards. So when you have a beard, why? Why do they do? What are they covering up? What are they hiding?
Oh, they're hiding something under that
So if
chin.
you have,
So if your chin is exposed, you're much more trustworthy.
study shows men with beards are considered less trustworthy than men without. And 6 to 8 beers a day can reduce your risk of giving a shit.
Same with 6 to 8 glasses of wine.
Wine too, that's right. You ain't old to start over. You are old to keep doing what isn't working.
Yeah, that's called what's that called?
I don't know what that's called.
That's called shit.
Shit, no, it's not called. Anyway, folks, we got
When
about
they
5.
tell you, don't repeat the same thing or you expect a different result.
We got
Dang,
about
what am I trying to say?
We got about 5 minutes left. Got Packy in the house. What's up, other
Kathy,
Kathy,
hello.
Marion, and Don? How you guys doing?
Hello.
If you're just joining us, you missed Ron Onesti from Onesti Entertainment. Of course, our good friend Vicky from Forget About It Vineyard and Winery. And we got a couple minutes left. And about another 2 minutes, we're going to give you away a chance to win 2 free tickets to Rockin' St. Jude's Sunday, November 24th. I think there's no Bears game. That's why they picked that day. And
Or
we
if
do
it is, it's in the evening or
or
something.
it could be in the evening. Yeah. So we got a lot of good stuff there. We're going to give a good trivia question. What do you got? Anything else, honey, before we get to
We
the trivia
all
question?
have 2 lives. Listen closely. The second one starts when we realize we only have 1.
Ooh.
Love it.
Okay. So,
Ooh. Top 100 high-paying jobs in the U.S.
number 5.
Number 5, surgeon. Number 4,
What does a surgeon make?
216,000. That's got to
300.
be more than
Yeah,
that.
200,
No,
yeah.
that's got to even be more than that. 4,
Uh,
psychiatrist. 3, orthodontist. Number 2, highest paid job is an anesthesiologist. And number 1, highest paying jobs in the U.S. is a cardiologist.
$351,827. Oh, it's tied with being a drug dealer. Comes
Dr.
in at number 1
Sari's
too.
making some pretty good dough.
Oh, there you go. So you learn something new every day over here, folks. Absolutely. All right, we got a trivia question coming up in a couple minutes here at Ocean Spend. If you don't get excited about your friend's success, you are not a friend.
Damn straight.
Damn straight.
And if you guys are looking to eat healthier, eat better, there's a couple things you can eat after 8 o'clock and not feel guilty about.
Yes.
We have blueberries, dark chocolate, avocado,
Yeah.
popcorn, vegetables. Yeah, because at night after 8 o'clock, I'm going to snack and say, boy, I could sure go for a good
Nice
vegetable.
big celery. Yeah.
Nuts. I like that. Greek yogurt. And number 1 is apple and peanut butter.
Oh, you eat that all the time.
I eat that all the time, but I like to take the peanut butter and put it in my Greek yogurt.
There you
then
go.
You make peanut butter mousse.
Peanut butter mousse. And we're talking, we don't talk too much about politics, but this is very interesting.
Excuse
Well,
me?
wait a minute. This is something I had to say.
Oh,
which
Craig
makes sense.
Olson, are you there? We don't
Anyway,
talk too
listen.
much about politics.
Breaking
did you say?
news. I don't say too much. I like only when certain things come up that makes the news that needs to be told.
Oh,
I think it's
really? Is that
important.
what it is?
Former President Trump is favored to win the popular vote, making it the first time in Republican.
Insanity, Stephanie. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll repeat it again, just in
Sorry.
case you didn't hear it. Former President Trump is favored to win the popular vote, making the first time a Republican would win the popular vote since 2004, according to Quinnipiac University poll.
Quinnipiac?
A lot of changes might be happening with this big thing coming up. And for you Bears fans out there, oh, you guys really stink. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, Justin Fields, your former quarterback, leads the NFL in fourth quarter passes rating this season, 129.6. Last year with the Bears, he was 32nd. He's leads the league this year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the moral of the story is the minute you leave Chicago, you always end up doing better somewhere else. It is what it is. All right, folks. Now we got that here, and it's about that time.
Yes, it is. Are we ready? See, the problem is this is going to be in the way to see.
Well, that's because you did that, and
Well,
we
I
can't
don't know
figure
what
it out.
I did.
So I don't know how we're going to be able to.
We'll watch, and I'll watch on the
You
phone
won't
too.
because it's not moving.
It is moving when people.
Okay, so, all right. One last thing, folks. Here, last thing. We expect soldiers to fight our battles. Later, we should support them when they fight theirs. We need to take care of our veterans who fought for our country and are fighting for our country every day. Something that our country does not do is support our veterans and our military. And it's important. Anyway. All right. Trivia question.
Hold
Here
on, I'm
it
getting
is.
there.
You
I'm
got
getting
already?
it. Hold on.
Now, folks, this is how it works. We give you the question, and the first person to come on the screen and answers it wins. But do me a favor. The show is November 24th. It's a Sunday. If you already have plans, don't answer the question. And because if you win, then I'm going to have to go down to number 2 and number 3 and number 4. So first of all, before you answer the question, look at your calendar and make sure that you have nothing planned Sunday, November 24th. This will be at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles, Onesti Entertainment. It's for Rockin' St. Jude's. Nick and Phyllis Hodges, the piano man, they do it every year. It started for her brother, Jimmy Zito. It's a success every year, but this one is going to be even better because we got Ocean's Rat Pack taking the stage. We have American English, the #1 Beatle tribute band. We have Heart to Heartbreaker, Diva Montel's rocking band with Heart and Pat Benatar. And we have Nick Sahajas doing a tribute to Billy Joel and Elton John with his whole band. So it's going to be good. I think it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The trivia question is, let's keep it in music. First person to name all 4 monkeys. Remember, here we come, walking down the street. We get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, we're the monkeys. All right, first person to name all 4 monkeys. All 4 monkeys gets 2 free tickets to Rockin' St. Jude's. Oh, we go. We're trying to look up here and see who the winner is.
Keep watching.
Well, you can't. This won't
I
move.
know it will.
It won't move.
It
Honey.
will.
It's stuck.
How do you think all these people be coming over?
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. See. All
All
right.
4 monkeys. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming. We won't see it. We
All
got to get
4
rid of this.
monkeys.
Let's see. Add to block list. All right. There we go. All right. First person. Let's go all the way. We missed so much here. And all right. Name all 4 monkeys. First person to win. Name all 4 monkeys. Dolan's, Torque, Nesmith, and Jones. Correct? Zoe Shepard is the winner. Take a picture right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I got it right
Congratulations, Zoe. You have 2 free tickets to Rockin' St. Jude's. The answer was Dolan's, Mickey Dolan's, Jones, Davy Jones, Nesmith, Michael Nesmith, and Torque, Peter Torque. So we named it Mickey, Mike, Davy, and Peter. Of course, Davy Jones.
Oh, Albert, you were like 8 seconds difference.
8 seconds difference. And Albert's going to be there anyway because he works the event. So, so congratulations, Zoe Shepard. Just private message me and we'll put your name at the guest list. 2 free tickets to Rockin' St. Jude's. And we're going to give you another chance to win
Zoe's
again
our
next
dog.
week. Yeah, Zoe is a dog. Absolutely. No. Anyway, so it's going to be good. And, Davy Jones, of course, his real name, that's his David Bowie's real name was Davy Jones, but he had to change it because Davy Jones of the Monkees. And, of course, everybody, Mike Nesmith, he was his mother discovered Whiteout. So he had a lot of money before he became a monkey. Then, of course, he sold the video format to MTV. So he was the one to come up with that. So congratulations. And we're going to do it again. I will put it under Dan Nozak. Absolutely, Danny. Congratulations. The winning again was Mickey, Peter, Mike, and Davey, named all 4 monkeys. And next week, we'll give away 2 more tickets. We're going to give away 2 pairs of tickets, 4 pairs of tickets a week until we get to November 25th. And that's thank you to our good friends, Nick and Phyllis. Guys, it's coming to the end. Tonight, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry Jams and Lisa P, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Jerry Jams, 8 o'clock. Saturday, we'll be at Taverna on Division, 8 o'clock. Great show, Hard Rock. Gary, hope you had back soon. I hope we're back soon. Thank you so much, Eddie, for watching. We appreciate it. Again, all right, birthdays for September 26th. And I'm a couple of days off. Buddy Carlos, Chief Trick, 74 years old. Lou Graham from Foreigner, 74 years old. Tracy Morgan, comedian, actor, 55 years old. Tommy Lasorda, Kevin Burke, if you're listening, one of the great managers from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Liam Gallagher from Oasis. John Oates of Hall & Oates, 76. David Coverdale of Black Sabbath. David Coverdale of Deep Purple and Whitesnake. David Cassidy from the Partridge Family, 74. Joey, our cousin Rhonda's son,
yes,
Joey.
It was Joey's birthday.
24 years old. Jack Bruce, the bass player for the rock group Queen. Liza Minnelli, 78 years old.
Liza with the Z, not Lisa with an S.
That's correct. Andrea Bocelli. Maria Osmond. I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Jenny Craig.
Yeah, that's it. 64 years old. Ray Charles. Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. Scott May. Great keyboard player from the Ides of March. John Bon Jovi turned 62 years old. And Ray Davies from the Kinks turns 80 years old. Let's not forget also our good buddies from Airtight Windows. We missed a couple of sponsors, folks. Airtight Windows. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty and quality bendability, do it right with Airtight. Service in Chicagoland for over 35 years, do it right with Airtight. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000 and tell him Tony O sent you, and he'll take care of all your needs. And last but not least, my good buddy from Jack Vena Landscaping. Let's not forget, hey, folks, they offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service, installation. They do fall gutter cleanup. They've been servicing the North Shore for 44 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266. And a brand new sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, for the show. A new sponsor has been joined us, folks. We're talking about Guzman Y. Gomez.
Guzman and Gomez.
Guzman
Our
and Gomez.
son Joe has just become the regional marketing manager there. Go
And
ahead.
fast food made healthy, clean, enjoyable. Check them out. So far, they have locations in Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, and Naperville. Download the GYG app and sign up. You'll get a free burrito, folks. This is knocking Chipotle out of the Chipotle puts all that. It's a good burrito, but they put all that shit in there. Not Guzman and Gomez.
And they're going to be doing fundraisers and everything he used to do. But we will have more information on this tomorrow. I just didn't get a chance to finish it up.
Sign up, and for information, give Joe
But
a
if
call.
you have not tried, download the GYG app and sign up for your free burrito.
And for any information on Guzman Wise and Gomez, Guzman and Gomez.
Gomez.
Well, why don't they just put that? Why do you have to
Because
put a Y?
I don't know.
Okay,
It's
anyway,
Guzman and Gomez.
Call Joe at 224-636-3646. We want to thank our good friend, of course, Mr. Ron Onesti, for being on the show and talking about Paul Anka is the grand poobah of the Columbus Day Parade. We also want to thank our good friend Vicky from Forget About It Vineyard and Winery, October 5th. Get your tickets for Ocean's Wrap Pack dinner and show. It's going to be great, folks. $75 gets you the pasta, dessert, all that stuff, salad, one free glass of
wine,
homemade wine. 6:30 is the Wrap Pack show with our good friend Vince Amore as Tony Bennett. Guys, and we just got to thank again our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, buy local, shop local. Supporting neighbors, folks. Download the Ace Hardware app for their points and special offers. Ace is the place helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. We'll be back again tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow I'll be on the Hardcore Italian podcast at 10:30 in the morning. We'll be with my good buddy Mike, so we'll be promoting that later on this afternoon. And we got more great guests coming up next week. Guys, remember a couple things. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to everybody. It's a tough world out there. And most important, get off your ass and go vote. To the polls. Bring 10 people with you. Vote to the polls, folks. If you don't vote and Kamala Harris wins, then you can't bitch. If you don't vote and former President Donald Trump wins and you're upset and you didn't vote, then you can't bitch. So get there and please vote. Take those mail-in votes that are a bunch of crap. My dad's got 6 of them and he died 20 years ago. Came in the mail in the last 3 weeks. That'll be rigged. So don't go there. Go to the polls and vote. Make a change. All right, guys. Anyway, in the great words of Ringo Starr,
peace and love.
Peace and love, everybody. God bless you. Bye-bye, everybody. Nixa Hodges,
Take
us out.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye,
See you
everybody.
next time. Ciao.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Ciao.
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 Arrivederci.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Arrivederci.
Ahola.
Ciao.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It looks like we're
So
getting
long.
looks like we're getting shortage because we're leaving.
Here's us. Oh, go on, bye-bye.